Hey guys, it's KJM, and I know it's been like a super duper long time since I've done any kind of Hallmark movie reviews. I went through some stuff in August and September that was literally spirit breaking. I had to focus on myself, my mental, my physical health. I had to just take a break. What I never took a break from were Hallmark movies. I never took a break. I watched every brand new movie on the Hallmark channel and every brand new mystery or movie on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, okay? So I was still watching them. I just wasn't able to do the reviews. And honestly, I had to sit and pray. Do I do Countdown to Christmas like this year? As you guys know, last year, I really started covering it. I watched every single movie, brand new movie that the Hallmark channel and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries had. So like, do I do it this year? Megan and I talked about it. She said she was going to try to watch every movie. But I also know Megan doesn't always have patience for the really bad movies. So we'll see how long that lasts. I kind of prayed on it and just decided that I would give this first review a try and then see how I feel and see like if I'm able to do these reviews and keep up with them. So I'm going to try really, really hard to keep up with this season's Countdown to Christmas, which is 2023. It's the 2023 season. I was a little scared this year because of the writer's strike and then the SAG strike. But Hallmark seemed to always, take care of their writers and actors and seem to always get waivers to kind of move forward. So bravo to Hallmark for that. So we push forward. And so now Countdown to Christmas is here. I was really worried about the quality of movies that would be out this year because to me, the new Hallmark premiered last year, Countdown to Christmas 2022. And Megan and I were so impressed. There were only like a couple movies that were just not of great quality. But we were so impressed with both Hallmark and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries last year that like we were just super duper happy with the changes, the diversity, the better storylines. It was just like, yeah. So now with all the strikes that was going on this summer, we were just not sure what kind of quality we were going to be getting. Last year, we kicked off Countdown to Christmas with Noel Next Door, with Corey Severi, and I can't remember Natalie's last name, but okay. And that was a strong start for Countdown to Christmas 2022. This year, Hallmark started off with Checking It Twice. Now, it had two of my favorite leads in there. You guys may know Kim Matula from Ghost of Christmas Always that came out last year, I think sometime either in late October, early November, and they had it on a Sunday. And to me, it was in the top 5 of Countdown to Christmas movies. I would almost say ever, not just last year. So it kind of sucked that Hallmark put it not on like a Saturday night where people could really get introduced to Kim Matula properly. But if you haven't seen Ghost of Christmas Always, you still have time to tune in because they will be playing it this Christmas season and it's definitely worth watching. Now, Kevin McGarry, some of you are When the Heart Calls fans. You guys are Hardies. I'm not a Hardie, but I am a fan of Kevin. I love him in the Wedding Veil franchise. He plays Lacey Chabert's husband. And also he was pretty cute in My Grown Up Christmas List, which was a Christmas movie that premiered last year in July. So July 2022. I thought he was adorable in it. So I love the two leads. With that being said, let's get into the review. Okay. So I'm Checking It Twice. And I had to really sit and pray about it, but I'm giving it a 6. I'm giving it a 6. So if you've been following my channel, if I give a movie a 7 or above, this is out of a 1 out of 10 scale. If I give it a 7 or above, I'm saying watch this movie. It's a must watch. Checking It Twice did not start off as strong as Noel Next Door last year did to kick off Countdown to Christmas. Even though I love these two leads, certain parts of the storyline just kind of fell flat. And Megan called it when we watched the previews. She basically said this looks like a winter movie that they're just throwing the Christmas theme in the background. And that's literally how it felt. It literally felt like we're in winter. This is a hockey movie, and Christmas was like a secondary theme, and that really, really sucked. And that's why I hate giving this a 6 out of 10, because I think both these leads are super amazing. So Kim and Kevin, I love you guys, but I have to keep it real. They did not give you guys a good storyline, and you both are actors with ranges, and Hallmark slept on your range. Okay, so let's get into the stupid premise of this, okay? Both Ashley and Scott arrive at the airport in Idaho Falls, and they bump into each other at a counter in the airport. They're both making purchases. I don't know if they were renting a car. I think it may have been that. So Ashley's coming from New York. She sells commercial real estate in New York. And then Scott is a hockey player, and he's in Idaho Falls because he just got cut from a major team, but his goal is to make it to Boise. I thought it was so funny to hear somebody saying they want to make it to Boise, Idaho, like that's the big league. But I got that he was talking about the NHL. So if you're a hockey fan, I'm sure you enjoyed this movie. I have been to one professional hockey game, the Washington Caps. One of my high school homeboys, good friend, Derek, he is a huge fan of hockey, and he even was, I think, like an assistant coach when we were at Penn State for the Lady Icers. I think that's what Penn State's female hockey team is called. Anyway, in case I'm not saying all those things right, don't kill me, it's been a long time. Anyway, so I saw the Caps in person, and it was amazing. They had leather seats in the freaking stadium, and I love the action. College football is literally my favorite sport, so hockey is also very physical, so I'm like, yeah, but I'm in my nice leather seats, you know, watching. So shout out to Derek for that. Anyway, so now, they go, and I think they're both giving their debit card. I think it's to rent a car. You know, I tuned in and out of this movie, but anyway. And the lady actually switches their debit cards because both of their cards were red. I'm guessing maybe it was like a Wells Fargo debit card. But what really pissed me off with this movie, and I also read this on someone else who reviews Hallmark movies on their page, was the fact that they made it seem like people only walk around with one debit card and that's it, that there's no other card on them. I'm a woman, so I at least travel with a credit card with me, so the premise of this movie kind of started off weird. Anyway, their cards get switched. He's going to the minor leagues in Idaho Falls. She's going to go visit family for Christmas. But while she's in the airport, you know, she figures out that her boyfriend / coworker stole one of her biggest clients. She breaks up with him, and now she's not sure if she really wants to go back to New York and sell commercial real estate anymore. Meanwhile, Scott's main thing is he wants to go pro for hockey. He wants to make it to Boise. He's 32 years old, and they're telling him he's too old. I really do hate ageism because he looked great on the ice, okay? He absolutely did. So through the movie, you know, Scott's helping his other colleagues on the minor league team. He's helping them get better at their game. He's seeing people that he helps get promoted. The coach is offering him a coaching job, but he's like, no, I want to make it to the pros. Meanwhile, Ashley is trying to figure out what she's going to do with her life. She just broke up with her boyfriend. She's not excited about going back to New York. She starts thinking about maybe taking up selling commercial real estate in Idaho Falls with another friend. So both of these guys are faced with their big dreams versus like their realities and like what's going to be important to them. Well, since their debit card got switched, they had to locate each other so that each of them could get their debit cards back from the establishments that they were taken. So that, I guess that's the thing. They didn't check their debit card twice, to make sure that it was the right name when they were at the airport. You know, Scott starts to coach Ashley's nephew and some of his friends on a team. And then finally, you know, these two, he's staying at the cottage with her family. And finally, these two, you know, start to fall for each other. She gets a chance to land a big client in New York. He gets a chance to go to Boise. Neither person takes a chance, and they decide that they're in love, and they both rather stay in Idaho Falls. So Scott's going to coach, and Ashley's going to sell real estate in Idaho Falls. So they're both trading the big city life for the small city life and love. Okay, that's it. 6 out of 10. That's all I got. That's all I got.